Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to tell you about the person who changed the world in several ways and the teacher of Alexander the Great. You may guess the person. Aristotle. Let's see about him in this video.
In ancient Greece, there lived a man who would become one of the greatest philosophers of all time. His name was Aristotle, and his ideas continue to shape our world today. Join us as we explore the life and legacy of this remarkable thinker. Aristotle was born in 384 BC in the town of Stagira, in the north of Greece. His father was a physician, and Aristotle showed an early interest in science and medicine. At the age of 17, Aristotle went to Athens to study under the philosopher Plato at his academy. He was a brilliant student and quickly became one of Plato's closest disciples. However, he didn't always agree with his teacher's ideas and eventually decided to start his own school of philosophy. In 335 BC, Aristotle founded the Lyceum, a school that would become one of the most influential in all of history. The Lyceum wasn't just a place of learning, it was also a research institute. Aristotle and his students conducted scientific experiments and studied a wide range of subjects, from biology and physics to politics and ethics. Aristotle was a prolific writer and wrote over 150 works, many of which are still studied today. His most famous work is probably the Nicomachean Ethics, which explores the nature of happiness and the virtues that lead to a good life. He also wrote extensively on logic, metaphysics, and politics. Aristotle was not just a philosopher, he was also a scientist. He believed that knowledge should be based on empirical evidence, and he conducted many experiments to prove his theories. For example, he studied the anatomy of animals, including humans, and wrote a treatise on the subject. Aristotle's ideas about science and empirical evidence continue to influence scientists today. But Aristotle wasn't just a thinker. He was also a teacher, and his students included some of the most famous philosophers in history, such as Alexander the Great. Aristotle tutored Alexander when he was a young prince, and his teachings had a profound influence on the future conqueror. After Alexander's death, Aristotle returned to Athens and continued to teach and write until his death in 322 BC. Aristotle's legacy is immense. His ideas about logic and metaphysics were central to medieval philosophy, and his ethics and political philosophy were influential in the Renaissance and Enlightenment periods. Today, his ideas continue to be studied and debated by philosophers and scholars around the world. Aristotle's legacy also extends to our modern world. His ideas about science and empirical evidence have influenced the development of modern science, and his ideas about politics and ethics continue to shape our understanding of society and morality. Aristotle may have lived over 2,000 years ago, but his ideas continue to inspire us today. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and legacy of this remarkable thinker.